people are now marrying because of people. You are marrying to show people.
It's a people
that don't care about you. People that will not remember. Give them a few days. They will not remember how your wedding was. If you tell them to describe it, they will not even remember.
They don't even know.
You know, in the traditional marriage, you will pay bride price, pay money, gather people, host them, feed them. Then you will not do a white wedding. Then you will gather people, host them, you know, feed them. Just the same thing you did during the traditional. Welcome to the Ekiotenne chat.
Welcome.
Should white wedding be cancelled because of the state of the economy?
That's the question for the day.
Yes. That's for people that want to get married now in this economy.
This situation.
In this situation where dollar is running
it's walking with five legs.
It's running at a speed that we cannot catch. Where inflation is, you know, where egg is now how much now? Is it 250 or 300 per one? 200 for one egg now. You know, where everything is just running, you know, you understand? Should weddings, white weddings, should they be cancelled in this kind of, you know, economy?
We'd like to know your thoughts.
We'd like to know your thoughts.
Comment section.
Because, you know, the reason why we're asking this question is because when people want to get married, you know, us Nigerians, you know, we do 3 types of weddings in Nigeria.
It's 3, Abi?
Yes, it's 3 types.
I thought it's 2.
No, we do the traditional marriage ceremony, which is the real one that the family gives the woman to the man and say, we have given you wife.
Bless him.
Then the court doesn't cost money. That one you just go and, you know, just do the procedure with witnesses, you sign, you do that one.
So that's 2.
That's 2.
Okay,
then we now do the white wedding. That is the white man's traditional wedding. We now borrowed it and we are now doing it, you know, and then it has become a religious thing, you know, because we now do it in churches now. We have now institutionalized it, you know, even though I never saw anywhere in the Bible where when they got Rebecca for Isaac, they did white wedding, or when they got when Jacob got his wife from Laban, you know, where he did white wedding. Well, anyway, that's talk for another day.
Yes.
You know, but the thing is that we end up gathering people, hosting people, and feeding them twice. In the traditional marriage, you pay bride price, pay money, gather people, host them, feed them. Then you now do a white wedding. Then you gather people, host them, you know, feed them, and pay all the musicians, everything, cake and all that. Just the same thing you did during the traditional. So we're not asking, should white wedding be cancelled based on the state of this economy now? What do you think?
Because I mean, it's crazy. That's the truth. Because I mean, my take would definitely be, of course, when we got married, things were better, a lot better than this. So do your 3 types of wedding. But in this,
even then, for some people, it is hard though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
for some people, it is hard.
Our wedding wasn't like one.
Our wedding wasn't that. Like, if I had the understanding that I have now, maybe we would have done well.
Save the money.
We would save that money.
Buy land somewhere, you know.
We would have just done they would have done the traditional. Then we would have done the court. I would have just told pastor to just come and do church blessing. You know, there's one particular church where the pastor, I remember years ago when I was attending then in Port Harcourt, the pastor was telling people that, see, you don't need to do a white wedding if you cannot afford it. See, you can just do the normal traditional wedding, pay the bride price and all the necessary things, then you people can do your court wedding, then you come. In my office there, we bless you, we pray for you, you are married. They just bless you. That's just what it's all about. The rest is just spending of money. That reception people go to do. That joining that pastor does, he can do it inside his own office. And with a few people.
Same blessing.
Yeah, with just like in court. In court, you just need one witness to even sign. Yes, so the same thing, if you just have a few people in the pastor's office, he can bless people, they pray, people have got married. The real marriage is the family has given you wife.
Yeah.
So you understand? So the pastor was saying, see, you can do what is called church blessing. Okay? The pastor can come to traditional the person that did traditional marriage, if he can come to do the church blessing there, or after everything, you can come to his office and then he can just do church blessing, and you save yourself that money if you don't have it.
Yes, you see, that's the issue. There's a confusion somewhere. You understand? There's an issue. Now, this scenario you just painted is so. I mean, it's simple. We're good to go, right?
But Nigerians, we don't like
simple.
But
we will not.
We don't like simple.
Because we need to show. How else do you know that Abigail is getting married?
Hey, what to know?
I've not finished. I've finished. Drop the photo shoot. I do my proposal. I do my proposal.
Some people want to use, and in these days of social media, people want to oppress people. If you don't even ordinary proposal, if you don't propose to a girl in a big way
play music in the
that
background.
she can put it on social media.
Put it to the
She
lights
will
and
not say
everything.
yes. Then the wedding, people are now marrying because of people. You are marrying to show people.
It's a people
That don't care about you, people that will not remember. Give them a few days, they will not remember how your wedding was. If you tell them to describe it, they will not even remember.
They don't even know.
You know, and in this economy, somebody is thinking that way. It's a big problem. If you have the money,
yes,
it's okay. You have the money to bring people, host them, do your traditional wedding,
no
food,
problem,
cake,
awesome.
Musicians, everything. Awesome.
The
Then
millions
you
and
can
the
do
dollars,
it. Then you now do the white wedding to host people again in a very big place.
That's
to
fine.
go.
Don't get us wrong.
You can afford it.
Yes.
But I'm talking of people who cannot afford it. Do you know what's a bag of rice? A bag of rice now is not a joke. Now imagine if you invite 500 people, 700 people to a wedding.
Plus gate crashers.
Sometimes
1,000 invite.
Plus gate crashers
African weddings,
that you do not invite
them.
Now
they
you are cooking. You are doing that for traditional, because they will kill. Even if you want to cook the food though, they will buy the bag of rice, then they will buy cow, how many cows and all that. They will cook, and for those number of people, first traditional, then they will go
on Saturday.
Then they will repeat the same thing again for the white wedding that will be scheduled another day. You know that kind of thing.
It's just pressure.
So if you see that kind of scenario, and you know that these things are very expensive. I don't even want to talk about the people that say they want to give it out to people that manage events, to set it all up.
Yeah,
that one is even out of it. I'm even talking about you doing it on your own.
Doing it yourself.
On your own.
The pressure is
going
on
to
this
buy,
man,
going to buy.
It's on the woman. Before in this kind of
something that you could have done with 500,000 naira before.
There's the extension of spirit.
Now you'll be shocked. You might be doing it with 3 million naira.
Yeah.
Truly. And wedding now, marriages, no matter how it be, people will always complain that they don't have food. Especially in this kind of situation where you are managing, trying to do things as best as you can. Let me share the wisdom of a young man that I met recently that told me he wanted to get married. Okay, a young man met me recently and said he wanted to get married. He was going to get married just recently. In this economy now, you know what he told me? He said, "Sir, I don't have that kind of money to blow. So this is the wisdom that I'm trying to do. That we will do the traditional marriage early in the morning.
Okay.
That immediately they finish it, they will move from there into the church.
Inside.
And the pastor will do the whole blessing and everything they will do. Then they will put canopies outside the church, and then they will give people food. Then from there, he will carry his wife and run away." That was wisdom. This is a young man that is starting his life.
Yeah.
And in this economy that is biting hard. So this wisdom is something I want to recommend for every young man or young woman that wants to get married now. You are not marrying for anybody. That's for social media.
The key points.
Rule that out first.
Yeah.
You need to think of how best you can marry, because when we had the discussion, I told him, see, you need to think of how best you can get married and have money to take care of your wife after the wedding. You need to also think of how you can get married and make sure you don't end up in debt. Don't end up in debt because you are getting married. There's people will be chasing you up and down. The young man said he wants his peace of mind.
Yeah.
So they will do the traditional early in the morning, get into church, they will put canopies aside, they will give people the food they can afford to give them, and he will carry his wife and run away. So he collapsed everything into one. So this is a very good one. For those of us that cannot afford to do a traditional wedding, gather people, host them, feed everybody, music,
don't be
everything.
Under any pressure, please.
And then you now have another date for the wedding in the future where you now also gather people and all that. See, anybody that wants to give you that stress, just forget it. I advise you to do what this young man is doing. For those of you that are serious about getting married in this economy, that's what I would advise. That's for people that cannot afford the big wedding. You know that you don't have that money, and even if you had a bit, you don't want to spend it just like that, because you want to keep some for yourself and for your new family that you are starting. The basic thing is either to do that, or you just do your traditional, do your court wedding and go let the pastors do marriage blessing. Go to the pastor's office, they'll do marriage blessing. You are married.
I think the thing sometimes we just want to show off. That's the truth. I know of a lady that real life, I think the guy had proposed to her, and then just talking about how people just want to to show off, just to show what he proposed. He put the ring. I think she wasn't ready or something like that because she was wearing. So she said they should record. They should do it again. They should come and put the ring again.
That one is not ready.
Like a few hours later, so they can capture it for the gram.
No, that one doesn't understand what
so that kind
marriage
of thing,
is all
you're
about.
under a lot of pressure to impress.
See that pressure. I keep saying something. You see, the pressure that people say they are under, nobody's putting it on them. It is you that is putting it on yourself.
It's a perceived pressure.
It's a perceived pressure. Nobody cares. It's not your wedding. Nobody really cares. They can't remember it. After a few days,
I can't remember what I was.
After a few days, people don't remember how big or how wow. You know,
people have moved on.
People have problems in their life.
They came, they ate rice.
No, people have problems in their lives. Don't you understand?
Yes, so
people have problems. People have problems in their lives. Listen to me, honey. People have problems in their lives. People have problems in their lives. So your wedding is not something that is going to be in their mind that they'll be thinking about. They have their own problems. They have things biting them, disturbing them. This economy is affecting them.
Yeah.
So many things are pulling them left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So your wedding is not the center of their life. So don't allow social media to deceive you. Yeah. See, just do what you can.
Do what you can.
So if you can afford it, do it. Awesome. If you cannot, borrow wisdom. The wisdom of that young man and the wisdom of that pastor that says,
come in peace.
Just do, you are married, just do church blessing.
Yeah.
You are married, okay? So that's all we have for you for today.
Yes.
Until you see
you soon.
Until you see in our next video.
Bye.